Is Gunna a snitch? Everybody knows about the whole YSL case that's been going on. YSL, the label, has been investigated for RICO, and so Young Thug, he is seen as dangerous. He's been locked up since May. Gunna was locked up. Many of the members were locked up. People are accusing Gunna of being a snitch because he got out early. You were indicted in May. You got out in December. Young Thug is still in there, and so this is the deal that he took. He took an Alford plea. So an Alford plea is basically Gunna, he pleaded guilty to the charge of racketeering and conspiracy, right? This deal allows him to plead guilty if it's in his interest while maintaining his innocence. His 5-year sentence was commuted to time served and 500 hours of community service as a part of the deal, because they see that Lil Baby and certain rappers have unfollowed Gunna, so they assume that he snitched. My thing is that, in my opinion, Gunna has never presented to be a street dude. He's never had that persona. His music is literally easy and chill listening, and he may have some lyrics that suggest that he's done certain things, but I just don't see Gunna as that way. At the end of the day, you have to look out for you. So Gunna basically said, yeah, this may be a gang, but I ain't in it. And I can respect that, but I can't respect that. You could be affiliated with something, but when it's time and things go down, you ain't got their back. I look at him strange, but at the end of the day, a lot of us aren't lawyers. You know, we're not like licensed people who practice law, so we just don't really know the ins and outs and the specifics. Therefore, I don't think we should be saying and putting things on people that aren't true, especially if we don't know. Do I think he snitched? I wouldn't say snitched. I think he just looked out for himself. Let's just say that. He looked out for himself, gave them a little bit of what they were looking for, and said, okay, but I'm gonna tell you this, but I ain't want to gossip, but y'all gonna let me out. And so I think that was the deal with it. But, you know, best of luck to Gunna, and free YSL. I didn't free YSL, you know? So I didn't really want to talk about this, but I guess I'm just going to have to talk about it. So Chrisean and Blueface, Chrisean Rock and Blueface are literally a toxic couple on the internet. Like, we have seen their fights, we have seen their makeups, we have seen their intimate moments and their intimate parts, and it's just things that I haven't really wanted to see. So Chrisean announces that she is pregnant by Blueface, and Blueface announces their breakup. He says that is not his baby. He don't know who the pappy is. She been with 10 different men, so it can't be his. And in my opinion, she didn't deny it. She said, I haven't even done nothing with nobody. So she didn't deny that being with other people. She just didn't, she knows that he's the father. And so I was honestly kind of like disappointed in Chrisean Rock, but I honestly, watching her family, because she's from Baltimore and I'm from PG, so I have went to like college with a lot of people from Baltimore, so I kind of understand where she's coming from. Family, you know, on drugs and just coming from that area, like I definitely understand why she is the way she is, and all she was seeking was refuge and comfort in Blueface, and I understand where she was coming from, and she just has a rough upbringing. I feel like both of them have some challenges in their life, and I feel like they just don't need to be together. But Chrisean Rock, I feel like when she has this baby, I pray to God that she, you know, has this baby and the baby or babies come out healthy. But I hope that this puts into perspective of what's important and what she should be focusing on. I hope that having these children will change her for the better, because if not fighting and all this social media stuff, at least do it for your kids. So honestly, I think they're gonna get back together. I call it, he's the father and they're gonna get back together. Last but not least, I actually wanted to talk about Joe Budden versus See the Thing Is podcast. So Joe Budden is a rapper turned music culture commentator. So he has had many co-hosts. He's had the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Mal, and now it is Ice and Ish, and now he has added Queen's Flip and Melissa Ford. Queen's Flip has been doing his thing on social media. I'm not familiar with him, but I'm familiar with Melissa Ford. She is a video vixen, and she was a video vixen, and she's now like a culture commentator. She's fitness enthusiast. She's a beautiful woman, and she's very, very intelligent. She's actually college educated too. So see the thing is a podcast consisting of singer, songwriter, reality television star Bridget Kelly, and then you have Mandi, who is known for Horrible Decisions with Wheezy. And so that's more so like a sex type podcast. And so see the thing is was actually under the Joe Budden network, but they later branched off. And so Mandi tweeted, 6 mics, like, ugh, my head hurts. And so then she had Jason Lee on See the Thing Is podcast, and they kind of talked about their experiences with Joe. So it's a big story, but Melissa Ford, who is now on the Joe Budden podcast, used to be on Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee. They had some like issues or something going on, and so they just, she had, her mother passed away. She got into a car accident. She went through a lot of things, so she was unable to go through with doing that podcast. And so her and Jason may have like some unspoken, underlying, issues to resolve. And so Mandi kind of shaded Joe for having all these mics in the podcast, and then said that he tried to get Bridget to get on the Joe Budden podcast, and she declined.
She just did shady shit. Then I don't fuck with her no more. But that's what it is. I wish her well. Peace offerings. Don't ever want to see her again, even if she's gonna pop up on a podcast. But been there, done that. One man's trash, no man's treasure.
I mean, we definitely noticed which podcast decided to pop up on too. It's
strange.
So not strange. It's convenient.
I did not see the Googler say nothing.
Well, that's fine. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead. I shared it on the Patreon. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me that he wanted a woman. You know why? What? He tried to steal Bridget from underneath me when I was on his network.
Really?
He literally said, "See, the thing ain't." It was trying to get Bridget as the replacement for Rory and Mal.
Really?
Yeah, sure did. And she, as a loyal friend, is someone who was brought in, and we communicated a lot with the ups and downs of everything. Yeah, when I found that out, knowing that I stayed after all the shit, that hurt me that he would be willing to take her from me and leave me in the dust.
But also made me feel shitty because I was like, bro, you got me fucked up. I'm not that kind of bitch. Never been that kind of bitch.
He was
I don't move
she
that
was
way.
that kind of bitch.
Yeah, I don't move that kind of. I don't move that way.
She was supposed to be a Rory or Mal replacement.
I didn't know he was shady like that. I mean, I've been very vocal. I had a lot of respect for.
And so then Queen's Flip pressed Mandi. I'm gonna show y'all this video.
Oh, and I don't like that shit.
What about 6 mics?
6 mics is too fucking much. I'll tell you to your face. Don't do it.
That's rude.
And you loud, so it's really giving 8 mics.
So that's hating. You was there. You was doing your thing. You supposed to congratulate and say, "Yo, y'all doing your thing." That was bad, and I didn't even know. And then I meet you. You a nice lady, but said, "Don't talk about 6 mics. I am 7."
You are 8.
Yeah.
No.
You showing love? You showing love?
You right. Okay, he's not like he is on the mic. I still won't probably listen to the pod, but you were kind of alright.
You gotta not listen to the pod because it's some.
No. I'm not gonna lie. I still listen because of. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Tell me why it's a lot.
In my opinion, I feel as though Joe Budden is a smart businessman, but I feel like ethically he's not all the way there, and he's not right. But that's okay because it's not okay, but it's just like it is what it is. He looks out for himself when it comes to business. He makes sure that he's okay. He postures himself to make sure that he is good. And so, that's his stance with it. And I feel like Melissa and Queen's Flip are a great addition to the podcast. Now, see, the thing is, I'm an avid listener and watcher of them, though I don't agree with all of their takes and the way they say things, or the way they may not be well versed on certain topics. It's cool because I don't take what they say as Bible. I take it with a grain of salt. And so I feel like Mandi's slick hating, and I mean, it's cool, but I just feel like to shade them, you're listening, you've been a fan, you know what I mean? So I just feel like when it comes to them, I feel like both podcasts, there is room for everyone and everybody to thrive. But obviously, Joe Budden podcast is doing better. And I feel like it would have done them well if they would have just kind of like stuck with Joe, but maybe they weren't, you know, a fan of his business practices. But I feel like if you've done business with someone and they haven't like said anything about you, I don't feel like it's your place or it's your job to go and kind of sneak this and say things and expose the business deal, because you never know when you may want to work with them again, or you may want to maybe what if Queen's Flip and Melissa didn't work out, or what if one of them didn't work out? Maybe y'all could be on the show and maybe you guys can reconcile. Like, I don't know. I just feel like don't burn the bridges. Like, you just never know when you're gonna need someone, and I just feel like you should always extend that open line of communication to want to get close with someone. But this is the end of Rap Talk. It has been a lovely episode. It has been so good just tapping in and just talking to y'all. So until next time, bye.